It is time to play Geoguessr. I have not touched this game in half a year. I am going to be pretty bad at this, I think. But we'll start with the daily and see how much I remember. Gonna make sure this is not overly loud. Okay, this looks like, to be honest, Eastern Europe. I would say something like, this feels maybe Romania or possibly Turkey. Looks much more like Romania. I think it's gotta be. It could possibly be Hungarian. Yeah, I think I have to go Romania here. It looks that the hills are very Romanian-esque. Maybe outside of Brasov. Not Romania at all. Albania, in fact. What do you know? Fine by me. This seems to be South America, or potentially Central America. The sun is coming from northeast. That would put us pretty solidly in the southern hemisphere. Now, the plates indicate that this is possibly Bolivia. Oh, never mind. It's Peru. It's Lima, Peru. Simple enough. I think I'm just going to send it. Okay. I should have looked around a little bit longer than that. Not, in fact, Lima. It appears I'm trash. That's okay, though. So we're in the northern hemisphere. I mean, these roads look very United States. I think oh, maybe it's Canada. I think I see a Canadian flag up here. Yeah. Okay. 40, 65. Maybe the 65 is like a highway of some sort. I should check the road for like interesting bollards. I see this green one. I wouldn't say this is going to be Alberta. It'd be nice if I could get a big sign with a lot of locational details. That would make it much easier. That looks like a big lake. So this could be... I doubt it's like super coastal. This probably isn't New Brunswick. But it might be like Ontario. That feels realistic. Somewhere on... Well, what direction? Oh, this is directly north. That's actually kind of odd. But maybe it's here. There's really not a lot of... I mean, that's a lie. There's a decent amount of areas in Canada with lakes to the north. Canada just has a lot of lakes. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I guess it was Alberta. What do you want me to do? South Korea, I guess? Olympics. So the Olympics were here at some point. I don't know how to read Korean, so I think I'm just going to go dead center of South Korea. Sure. I'm fine with that. We're on some sort of boat in the river. I don't have a whole lot to go off of here. It's English. Kitovu. Let's see what this says. This could be good info. UWA, so like maybe this is Uganda. That feels like it could be a good centralized location for this to be. And it's on a river, maybe a fairly important river, maybe this river. Kitovu seems like it's the city, so I guess I'll just quickly scan this for anything similar. I mean, it's a bus, so it could be from anywhere in the country, realistically. I'm just going to send it. Alright, well, I got the right country at least, so that's something. Alright, not perfect, but having not played this game in 6 entire months, that's okay. This was rough, but Canada is just... North America in general is just not fun. Let's get started with a community world. This is the map that I've played the most historically, so this will be the perfect location to get back in. Okay, I think it's hard to tell, but that might be Thai text. Although the roads kind of look like kind of concrete-ish. So, no, I mean, that makes sense for Thailand. I think this is Thailand. I'm just going to send it. Oh, Christ, that was horrible. Clearly that was not Thai. I should have paid a little bit more attention and spent a little longer on that one. That's rough. Okay, this seems like Turkey to me. I'm playing fast and loose here, but let me see what direction things are in. So we've got like mountains to the south, mountains to the east, mountains in all directions really. It's kind of a valley is something I'm realizing. And the sun is in like, see, normally I'd expect it to be in the south. It's kind of in the southwest, but it's really more west. So, I mean, it feels very Turkish. There's a whole lot of mountains up here, so somewhat coastal. We'll just go here. Alright, not terrible. I'm playing like this is no move. It just feels quicker. This seems potentially like it's yellow plates is interesting, but I think that's just a service vehicle. Ah, this is Ghana. Oh, is it Ghana? Yeah, it feels like it's Ghana. Okay. Wuti seems like it could be a city, so I'll start around Kumasi to see if there's anything. Nothing immediately stands out, so I should go to Accra, which could make more sense given the sort of palms. I don't know how inland those occur. It's probably a safer bet to hedge coastal. Okay, pretty solid. Really not bad at all. That's the flag of Indonesia, and we've got the black plates. Chances are we're probably in Indonesia, if I had to take a wild guess. Now, in terms of islands, if I ever knew anything about the differentiation, all of that has gone from my mind. The roads are in pretty strong condition. It might be Kalimantan. It might be Sumatra, close to Singapore. I could try near Jakarta. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got the right island. That's for Indonesia. That's really good. This looks like it's either Scandinavia or Canada, and I'm gonna bet Canada because there's a whole lot of English and very Canadian roads. Oh, and it's not just any part of Canada. I believe it's Quebec. Yeah, this is absolutely Quebec. I'm gonna hedge north, to be honest. Not that north. Probably where people... Oh, actually, I think it's up here. Yes, it is. Okay, nice. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Alright. Not horrible, but I would have liked to do a lot better than I did on the dailies, and I just did slightly better than I did on the dailies. So this is Qatar. You know, I'm just gonna go Doha, and I'm not gonna think about it more than that. I need to make sure I actually remember where Qatar is. Nice, okay. I probably could have 5,000 to that, but I'm a little bit lazy. This seems like it's Chile. It could be Peru, but I feel like it's Chile. It could be, for all I know, Spain, but I think these chevrons... no, maybe this is Spain. I think the black and white chevrons is Spain. I really don't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna go Spain. Why not? Somewhere like here, inland. Oh my god, it was Albania again. I used to be able to identify Albania. I lost all concept. The double R, that's what I need to remember. The double R on the street is... This is Indonesia, but the double R on the street sign is absolutely Albania. Ruga is the Albanian word for street. It's probably not how you say it, but who am I to take a guess, you know? I wish I knew where any of the actual... Oh, okay, actually, we do get Sulawesi as the island, so that's really helpful, to be honest. It's one of the smaller ones. In terms of the direction, I wish I knew. It might be south, if I had to take a guess. Okay, not... I mean, it is south. South-ish, so that's something. Plastmassa. Now, this could be Romania. It's got EU plates as far as I can tell. I don't know what the deal with this car is. I don't recognize it. The roads are horrible, so could be Romania. Not to stereotype Romanian roads, because I can't say I've ever driven there. You know what? This is, I think, Latvia, actually, because Lietuvos sounds like the endonym for Latvia. It's the endonym for Lithuania. Close enough. They're small countries. For my purposes, I'd say that's decent. I'm practicing. It's not that deep. Now, this is a very unique language. Watch it be German. It doesn't look German, but then again, I don't really know what German looks like. Stoko. Futurapi. It's a lot of words. Not a lot of meaning. I don't recognize any of them. Oh, okay. Okay, that seems very Danish coded. This is very Danish coded, actually. And I bet if I were to... Oh, is that NE? That might have said NE on it. Yeah, I think it is... I mean, this is not the Netherlands. They don't have those letters. It doesn't look like Onsburg. I wonder if that's the city, because it very well could be. I'm gonna go Aarhus, if I had to guess. It was Norway. Close enough. 19,000. That's getting closer to where I want to be, but I really want to be... I'm gonna keep playing this map until I get over 22,000. I think that's the goal. And I really want to be playing relatively quick. Okay, this looks like Canada with some sort of funky looking bike lane. It could be, I mean, It's a bike lane. It's probably not the U.S. Gull Harbor Marina. Kilometers, though. So, yeah, this has got to be Canada. In America, we measure our roads by furlongs and shit. I'm joking. That's a British thing. We would never do that. Miles all the way. Gull Harbor sounds like it's probably not Quebec. Is it near the Bay of Fundy? I don't know if Gull Harbor would be like near the Great Lakes, because it could be near the Great Lakes. I don't know if harbors are, if lakes can have harbors. Maybe Great Lakes can have harbors. I think I'm gonna go a little bit crazy here and go New Brunswick. Okay, no, not really. It was like Lake Winnipeg, I think. Kind of like Winnipeg. Yeah, this is Lake Winnipeg. Okay. I can't say I know where Gull Harbor is, generally speaking. This might be the U.S. Now, like, this could very well be the U.S. The sun, let me just have a sanity check here. It's in a southward direction, loosely speaking. It looks mountainous and quite north. It might not necessarily be north, but these trees tend to occur more in the north, and I want to say this is probably the west. Like, this is going to be closer to the west coast. And dare I say, it might even be California. Now, I'm just going to go, like, north of Sacramento, even. I had the right idea, but it was Canada, so it's closer to Vancouver. One day I want to go to Vancouver, just to see what it feels like. It's apparently rated as the third best city to live in the world, which is crazy. That's one of the things North America has going for it, I guess. Doesn't have a lot going for it right now, let me tell you. Santa Rosa. Okay, we have the city. Now, in terms of the placement, I would probably say South America. And to be honest, my first guess would have been Brazil, but evidently I don't think this is Portuguese. Now, I'm no Portuguese expert, so I could be completely off base. But I honestly might go... I mean, I would actually love to be able to read this sign, because it looks like it probably says the exact location. Like, very specific. But sometimes the world screws you over and you gotta find your own sign. Where's the sun face? Well, this seems to indicate that we're slightly northern hemisphere. So, is it like Santa Rosa, Ala? I mean, Guatemala has bars on the side, so let me check that first. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, actually. Maybe we're like southern Mexico. There's Santa Rosa, southern Mexico. This is gonna be like a small place. It's gonna end up being pretty small. Now, it doesn't feel like Panama. It doesn't feel like Colombia. Colombia is way more mountainous. I'm just gonna go... It was Bolivia. That would have been like my third or fourth guess, if I'm being completely dead ass right now. This is very Mediterranean. It looks like EU plates. So, Spain, Italy, maybe Greece. It could be Albania. Might not even be coastal. It might be... This might actually... Oh, wow, okay. Croatia then? It could be Bulgaria, but Croatia's like... What are the mountains looking like? They definitely have them. It was Bulgaria. Okay. Still former Yugoslavia, so something to think about. I think this is Thai, because the letters look a lot like Among Us. A lot like Among Us. It's that... This character maybe is the Among Us character. Anyway, I'm sending Thailand. Whoa, way up north. Almost Laos. Like on the border with Laos. Alright. Well, that was really rough, actually. I did horrible. This seems like it's Indonesia. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's California. No, but this is definitely one of these islands. I'm gonna go South Sumatra. This is Java. But the right country gets us pretty far. I don't know what language this is. I am going to assume that it might be... Maybe this is like the Philippines? It's really hard to tell. Indonesia, I guess. It is Indonesia again, actually. I couldn't tell you where. I'm going Java. Yeah. Okay. That's actually pretty decent. Looks like France, but the bollards are maybe not French bollards. Maybe this is... No, this is France. It's France. Come on. Oh, wait. Is it Luxembourg? No, Luxembourg's language is completely different. The bollards are weird, though. I don't remember if France has these. That's French, though. I'm gonna go here. It was very close to Switzerland. And ultimately, actually, it was in Geneva. Which don't make no sense, but close enough. This is Poland. I mean, I don't remember what it's called when they do the cross or the L, but I've been trying to learn Polish for a while. So, I don't know how to speak it, but I can definitely recognize it. Is it a velarized L? Am I making that up? I don't know. Bukawov. I'm not gonna find it, especially not looking in central Poland. That was very west. Okay, let's look down. No bars necessarily. Okay, we've got some. Does that say Kampala? That might say Kampala actually? I think it does. So this is it appears to be a mosque in Kampala. Let's see what we have in terms of mosques. I don't see any, but here's probably fine. Yeah, that works. Oh, the National Mosque. All right. Now, 20,694. This is getting really close to my goal. It's not there yet, though. It's not there yet. EU plates, surprisingly. And, I mean, this has to be like Bulgaria or Serbia. The mountains are huge. Does Serbia move like that? I feel like it doesn't. It could actually be Montenegro or North Mass. I feel like their script is like slightly different and weird sometimes. Is Bulgaria. Whatever. They're all small countries down there. The distance is menial at best. Looks like we have maybe rice paddies here. Rice fields. Palm trees. This feels like it could be any number of places, really. I wish I knew pole dynamics a little bit better. I don't. Could be Indonesia. Indonesia's fairly frequent these days. And the houses do look Indonesian, to be honest. So maybe this is like Sulawesi, Central Sulawesi. It was, in fact, I don't know what this island is called, because it's not really Java. An island. One of the islands. Not one of the biggest ones, but an island. I thought that was a guy standing on top of the truck for a second. Like a guy wearing a hat. It is not. It's part of the vehicle. How far north are we? Probably pretty far north. This is Russia. Probably anywhere in Russia. I have to say Western Russia just because the roads look pretty nice. Fine by me. Almost getting 4,000 in Russia is a dream come true. Given my, limited knowledge. Shirley Bigelow. That just sounds like an Aussie name. Now this might not necessarily be Australia. But that's such an Australian name. Shirley Bigelow. I should scan for slightly longer just to see what else is going on. This is sort of weird though. Maybe this is New Zealand because this doesn't feel like... What direction is this? This is like west northwest. So that'd be like off to here. This is probably New Zealand. Would it be a better bet, I think. It really could be like in here somewhere. Okay, we got the right island. That's pretty good. And honestly, we were really close. We were really quite close. Looks like maybe England. Very stone structures. I need to stop skipping past all the cars because I'd really like to check the plates. Find words, to be honest. That'd also be nice. Oh, interesting. That appears to be Spanish. Oh, I mean French? French makes sense. I gotta keep looking. I need like clearer linguistic evidence. I thought that said .it on the back. I'm losing it. Okay, garbage cans are friendly. Those aren't really helpful though. These plates almost look like slightly yellow. But actually France has yellow plates. So this is gonna be like some town in the mountains near Switzerland or something. Not quite. It's actually pretty far south. Almost Pyrenees, France. But again, a decent score. We're almost in range of where I want to be. This seems Irish, possibly. That's like the first... Oh, no, I mean that yellow plate is not necessarily consistent with that theory. Is that a horse? That's incredible. I like horses. This seems like British Isles, but the yellow plates make me think maybe it's like Isle of Man. Let me try that actually. Let me go Isle of Man. It's Wales. Hello, local silly guy. How are you doing? I forgot how to read for a second. Okay, this seems like this has to be South Africa. I mean, it could be Botswana. It's not South Africa. Prison of some sort. I'm just going to send near Bloemfontein. It was Botswana. I should have known. I should have at least checked. That was like not the smallest city in the world. I feel like this does not stand for South Africa and instead sounds for South America. And I would then venture to guess... No, I mean, this is like Guatemala. Sadly, you live in the prison. That's rough, man. At least you got Twitch in prison, though. That's a good deal. I was gonna say prison's a scary place. This place seems way scarier. Dental familiar. Part of me wants to send an email to dentalgrana2@hotmail.com. My only fear is that someone would respond from the email. With the bars on the sides, I genuinely think this is Guatemala. I don't think I'm gonna get the city. That's actually quite close. Oh my gosh. I know this tunnel. This is the dreaded Faroe Islands tunnel. Or it's somewhere completely different, but I recognize. Hey, thank you for the follow. I don't know where the tunnel is. That was pretty close though. Faroe Islands are not that big. They've got like 3 roads. It's always blown my mind that Faroese is like a unique language. Because like there's gotta be only like 3 people that speak it. I've never even like heard of someone living in the Faroe Islands. For all I know, it could have a population of 100,000, but you just never hear anything about it. That cow looks depressed. It just has a very haunted vibe to it. I don't know how to explain. It's a red car. It feels European to me. That looks like French through the blur. EAU. It's a very French sequence of vowels. That's a very German word though. So maybe this is Germany. Nah, this is gonna end up being like Belgium. It's gotta be. With the brick roads and the brick buildings. Maybe I go near Bruges. It was Belgium. Hey, Ofekin, how are you? It's been forever. You know, it's been 6 months since I've even opened Geoguessr. This is my second week of junior year of college, so I've been busy, but not too busy yet. We'll see if that continues. This has to be like southern Peru. You started working 2 weeks ago? Oh wow. What kind of job? Is that like software, right? I need to check the plates here. But this is gonna end up being like middle of nowhere Russia. Yeah, I mean the car's not really red, so freelancing programmer, nice. Have you gotten any interesting projects yet? Not really. Well, hopefully something comes along. I worked for a startup over the summer. I was building a full stack application that was like essentially one of those GPT wrappers. It was fun, but I got really fed up because the guy running it was like a very oblivious MBA. Like he just graduated from his MBA program. I got bored of that quick, so I was doing that, but now I actually am trying to make my own startup. It's like a journaling application. It's like an audio journaling application. It's maybe not a very well engineered product, but it's fun. Like Finish or something. Nope, not Finish. That's tough. That's a tough one. Okay, this seems... I might just send South Africa because I don't think I'm finding a sign. Oh my gosh, Brazil? I did better in Russia than Denmark? That's true. If I had taken like maybe 2 more seconds to analyze the language, I would have been in better shape, but sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. Thinking Tanzania. Does Tanzania have coverage? Heavy Taiwan vibes. I don't know how to explain it. And then I'm gonna go Taiwan and it's gonna be... Oh, no, it's Japan. Glad I saw that. It's like here. Damn, that was kind of close for Japan. A little bit near Kenya. It could have been Kenya. I had no idea there was any coverage in Tanzania, so that's good to know. Iceland, I guess? This might be Iceland. Or maybe this is the Scottish Highlands. Tanzania is not... Oh. Well, sometimes you have like countries like Laos which have coverage only along the border. Actually, maybe Laos doesn't have coverage at all, but it gets so close to the border that you can like see Laos. So it's like basically coverage. I think I'm going Scotland here. I feel like Iceland doesn't have that many sheep. Northern Ireland, that's close. Oh, Laos does have coverage. Hello, Shortcake44. How are you doing? I need to brush up on the coverage map. I'm at a loss. Yeah, so Ofekin is right. This is a learning community. It's all about learning. Whoa, I'm in like a freeze frame of blurred lines. It's like I'm Quicksilver or something. This is the southern hemisphere. Argentina maybe? Long day of classes today, but it's nice to sit back and do some Geoguessr. My first time playing in 6 months, by the way, so if I make horrific mistakes, go easy on me. Bit of Russia practice. I know nothing about Russia except when to identify Russia. I know that like Western probably has better roads, but that's about it. I think I have to go like here. I mean, right country, that's something. It's Patagonia, I guess. Closer to Patagonia. This seems like it might be Bolivia. I don't know. It might be Kenya. North Sumatra poles and Bali architecture. I know legitimately nothing about Indonesia. I just guess. All I know is how to identify the country. I've got like the first step of GeoGuessr where I can identify some countries, but beyond that, when I get into a specific country, it gets way harder. I'm gonna go Uganda here. Sri Lanka. It's been almost a year and a half since you followed. Oh, that's huge. I didn't realize I've been streaming on and off again that long though. That's crazy. This game was awful. This and yeah, that was pretty bad. I had some pretty bad guesses this game.